Today was apparently a really bad day for Oprah. Ah, the hell Oprah got going on? You know it's gotta be some shit when Poetic Flacco is dropping a video about Oprah. What did Oprah? I ain't heard Oprah name in a minute. Last I heard about Oprah was some Bill Gates type of timing. But we ain't gonna get into all that. We might though. We gonna see what this hit for. Shouts out to Poetic Flacco. We on the road to 1 million. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap that shit about yourself. Cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Let's see what is info.
Oprah seemingly has finally crossed the line with black folks. She's getting
right?
a lot of backlash right now. She's getting called
Oh yeah, you know she a big sellout.
out right and left by almost everybody on the internet.
No,
now,
what does she do?
Oprah and Gail, in my opinion,
Gail. Who's Gail?
done other things in the past that will warrant the exact same backlash they're getting right now. But for some reason, the backlash didn't come before, but it's coming today.
Okay.
Now, the backlash stems from this event Oprah was doing, and she brought up Whitney Houston, and she told a story about Whitney Houston that apparently was a story that has never been out before. It was a story that's been kept a secret for multiple decades, and they're wondering why Oprah chose to tell this story at this point in her life when Whitney Houston is no longer with us.
I mean, how Whitney Houston been gone for a minute, I believe, right? I don't know exactly with. Well, you said at this point. I mean, at any point she could have came out, then it would have been at this point. So I mean, Oprah could die tomorrow. Maybe she needed to get this off her chest before she felt like her time was coming or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. We about to see. We watching this together. You probably already know. I don't know shit though.
We did the whole "Hey girl, how you doing?" greeting thing, and then I stopped the cameras, and I went behind stage, and I said, "So tell me, what do you want? What do you want to happen here?" And I'm going to tell you what I want to happen here. And that was one of the most powerful interviews. And do you all know this is an amazing thing that happened? I had such trust from the Oprah show audience that Whitney did. I think it was her last show with us, and she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out.
How did that work? What does this begging process really look like? So they didn't air the episode. The audience had, how did you keep the people from something we don't know about? The audience is probably fake of some degree.
And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
And what about
that? Would not.
Oh, so you're the good woman that kept Whitney Houston's image alive, from looking like she was on drugs so much. They kept her from not exposing her, basically.
Happened today, I can tell you.
Yeah. What about
a lot of celebrities and fans from that generation? Oh, they were pissed. They were pissed that Oprah told this story.
Is that right?
And they took to social media to make it be known. I've never seen these many celebrities call out Oprah. Now, I'm a little younger, so I'm from a different generation.
Yeah, y'all don't roast me. Please don't roast me, y'all. I know y'all be like 38, 45, 65 watching my videos. I'm sorry, y'all ain't that old. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So I might not be all the way familiar, all the way on game. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize in advance. Don't roast me too hard, my elders.
Oh, they were pissed. They were pissed that Oprah told
Love y'all niggas, yeah.
the story. And they took to social media to make it be known. I've never seen these many celebrities call out Oprah. Now, I'm a little younger, so I'm from a different generation. I don't really have that connection with Whitney Houston like that, to be honest. Right? I'll probably feel different if, let's say, she did this to Juice World or XXX Tentacion. But the only thing I do have is what I don't quite understand why people are pissed is Whitney Houston, being a drug addict was not a secret. I feel like the world knew she was a drug addict when she was alive, and how she passed away was seemingly from drugs, right? So if that's the case, I guess I don't understand why people are pissed off at Oprah telling this story, which just confirms Whitney Houston's drug use.
Yeah.
But again, I can't tell offended people.
Yeah, I don't really see it that deep. I mean, but I could see the problem because, like I said, Oprah's making it seem like she kept it a secret. Oh, she's the good person by not exposing Whitney Houston for being back on drugs and all that. And how did she keep the audience from not posting nothing? Stop it. The bitch lying out her ass. That's why they on her ass. You know what I'm saying? The bitch lying. She just talking.
Not to be offended, right? I'm not about to say, hey, man, you have this connection to Whitney. You love Whitney Houston.
She the one probably off Whitney. I wouldn't put it past her. She the one probably off Whitney. Gave us some fentanyl before fentanyl was fentanyl, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I would put, Oprah down with them, man. She a cahoot. You don't just become Oprah. Not in Oprah's time, you don't just become Oprah. You gotta be down with that shit, man.
Shouldn't be mad. I'm just saying I don't quite understand the level of anger because I think Oprah has done worse in her past. I think Oprah, we can have a long laundry list of things that Oprah have done that are very problematic, that are sell-out-ish, that has went against us a lot of times, and we should have given her this backlash before. But for some reason, we're giving it to her right now. One of the first celebrities, and this is no surprise to anyone who called out Oprah for her Whitney comments, was actually Monique. See, Monique spoke during his radio interview how her and Jesse Jackson had a conversation prior to his death. She would never talk about what they talked about after his death because it wasn't public before his death, and she felt like that would be unfair to the dead because they can't confirm what exactly took place. So they asked her about Oprah and her Whitney comments, and Monique absolutely unleashed on Oprah.
Before I let you go, what is one question you're surprised that nobody...
Yeah, then she's just bringing up the fact that Whitney's on drugs and shit like that, which was not a secret, but at that point in time, she made it, she was supposed to be clean, you know what I'm saying? To hear Oprah is, oh, she on drugs and this, that, and the third, and try to make it seem like she was the good person by helping her, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, you.
I can see why they frustrated.
Uh-oh.
That's a good one, baby. What's the one question you would like to ask me that no one has asked me?
Hey, we can be
That's an even better one. Now, how you gonna hit me back with
Because I don't know the questions. I don't know what you want an answer to.
What is a secret conversation you have had on the side with somebody in the industry that you have never told, but it will make an impact on the industry? It would shake a table.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good question.
Baby, if I tell you who I had the secret...
That wasn't even a conversation. That's not something that would fucking shake the industry. Oh, Whitney Houston was on drugs when she said she wasn't. It fell off the stage. I mean, in today's time, that shit definitely would go fucking viral. Imagine whoever the fuck is on stage and they over here falling off the stage on drugs and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Conversation.
That shit does happen.
When it's gonna shake the table.
Yeah, you asked me what I want. I would love to know.
Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
That's it.
And what?
Shake the table.
Shake the
Because our brother's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And it would be unfair. So you gotta play fair. Because I will not speak of a person about any conversation, about any incidents, about anything that they cannot say yes or no to. Because when you do that, that becomes unfair to the baby, because they don't have they can't say.
Yeah, then it's like if you gonna be that person to not say nothing, why are you saying something now? You know what I'm saying? Why are you saying something now? You know, you just wanted to be able to brag about that. You know, She trying to make herself look good.
Well, yes, that happened or that didn't happen. But I'll just say, you know, brother Jesse Jackson. And it wasn't a bad thing. It was just brother Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Oprah actually recently talked about Whitney Houston in an interview. Oh, that's why you said, okay, well, there's that. She said that Whitney, you know, kind of passed out and might have alluded to maybe.
Didn't Oprah fall on stage?
Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Wrong shoes.
No.
And we didn't see we didn't see how she tripped, nothing. She just went down.
She just went down. Hey, I can't be laughing, boy. I got terrible balance, man. I don't be falling, nigga, but fuck.
We saw her.
I'm clumsy than a bitch, boy. My balance been getting better though, cause I've been in the gym really working on my legs recently, but still got some improvements to go.
She was walking and bam, and everybody was like, "Well," she said, "the shoes." Okay. Well, what was wrong? So, and as we're laughing,
Yeah, bitch, why'd you fall? Okay, Whitney was on drugs, but why did you fall? You dumb hoe. Monique, get on that ass. Making
light of it, just for me. How do you speak about someone that can't defend it? That, just in my humble opinion, it takes it different. Because that woman can't say yes or no. And now you just want everybody to take your word because you're the great Oprah Winfrey. And you just take my word that that's what happened. That, I believe, is unfair.
I understand her point because there is a different lens on death in Western culture than it is in my culture. Like in my culture, death is treated like a graduation, and we probably have a different perception of death than Western culture. Like in my culture, death is like a permanent graduation. And
my nigga said a graduation, bro. It just depends on how you die. Nigga, if you die tragically, nigga, at a young age at a car wreck, nigga, that's not no graduation. That's tragic. That's a tragication. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, there ain't no graduation. Now, if you lived a good long life, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you 70, 80, 90 years old. You lived a good, successful life, family, kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then that's a graduation. Yeah, for sure. You did good in life. You know? Not saying the person who died young did bad in life. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that's not a graduation all the time though, bro. No, I don't feel like that. I feel like, okay, yeah, if you live a long age, you know what I'm saying, and live a good life, yeah, okay. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying.
Death than Western culture. Like in my culture, death is like a permanent graduation. And by death, I mean like non-murders, right? Like non-killers.
Okay,
like death from like, let's say drug use or natural deaths. It's treated like graduation where you are ascending to the afterlife.
Right.
And it's treated more so of like a celebration opposed to Western culture where death is this grave and grim thing. So I definitely understand it. Now, in this particular instance, Oprah is saying, there was multiple witnesses. I'm sure probably somebody in the audience can come forward. But telling the story itself, I just don't see the purpose that story serves. Even towards the end of the Whitney story, it felt like the purpose of the intent of the story was to brag about how she has so much motion that she was able to get a group of people in a room to see something and never talk about it again and never post it and no proof ever came out. That was the purpose of it, right? Because it didn't really extend past that or further than that, right? Is, hey, I have so much motion, I'm Oprah. A group of people witnessed something, they had their phones out, and I was able to get them not to take a picture or post it online or talk about it again and never made the headlines or the tabloids. And if that was the goal you were trying to accomplish by telling that story, I just don't think you have emotion and your own ego should come before the legacy of somebody who's dead that you so-called loved.
Now, when she said that, I say, damn, Oprah must be her turn.
Yeah.
You know, and as a black person, every time something come out of somebody's mouth and they say things to take another black person down who's a legacy artist, you know what I'm saying? I feel like your turn have came where you have to do something in the public that's either humiliating or humiliating somebody else that got status, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what Oprah did, because if that happened on your show and you told the people on your show, don't put that footage out, That
Why-
means you cared enough.
Right. Now she want to come back around and act like she was being good by her. Nah, that's being fake. You just showed how fake you was. You know what I'm saying?
About
And that's why I say ain't nobody your friend in this industry, bro.
about Whitney Houston when she was alive.
Yeah.
Why wait till she died years later and bring that shit up? If you told other people don't put it out, what was the reason for you telling
Cause she gotta make
other
herself,
people don't put it out then?
Look
That
better.
was Hot Boy Turk. Now, Hot Boy Turk believes that Oprah is being sent off to do these things to black folks. I think there's other things we can point to of Oprah and Gail, right, doing things like to our community where we say, that don't look like genuine, bro. That look like you got sent off, bro. Right? Like when Gail went off on Kobe Bryant after his death. Right? When Oprah and Gail dropped the R. Kelly documentary, and we're like, hold on, bro. Like, where's the Harvey Weinstein documentary at? Where's the Jeffrey Epstein documentary at? Where's the documentaries on
Oprah's most definitely not dropping a Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning, it get deep. You know what I'm saying? So Illuminati woke me up, put me on game to that back way before all this Epstein stuff came out. He been talking about all that, nigga. I was taking notes. Nigga, I was writing shit down. No cap. I probably still got them hoes around here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Notes on Oprah ass too. I was making videos on it, nigga. On this channel that I'm live on. Not the video if you watching the video. You want more TYP Cam. If you live, make sure you subscribe to more TYP Cam, because that's where all the long form reactions are now going to be posted. But if you live, the channel that I'm live on,
all the weirdos in Hollywood, right, that y'all rub shoulders with. Like where are they at? We don't see them documentaries. But let a black man do something, man. Here come Gail and Oprah dragging their wagons, man, trying to, right? It's just certain things you got to focus on, you know? Now, he did have a good point when he says, she told her audience never to talk about it or post it, and they respected her wishes just for her to come years later to release that information about Whitney anyways. She believes the information was so destructive to Whitney Houston's like legacy and her career that she told her audience and begged them, please don't ever post this.
Right, and this is something that could be a fucking lie at this point. You know what I'm saying? This could just be a bold-faced lie. It didn't even happen. Should be so crazy to me, bro, because like I'm not the type of person that just be making up bold-faced lies and shit like that. Like, bro, people will really just lie in your fucking face with the craziest shit with, like, and it's so natural off the dome. You know what I'm saying? Sway in the morning, freestyle on they ass. Funk flex, nigga. How easy and smooth that shit is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit. That shit scared me, because it's like, bro, I don't even, it's like, they be so good with it, it's like, they be expecting you to believe them. And it's like, me, I'm not the type person, I don't be lying like that. But other people do, so it's like, now I'm realizing that other people do. So at first I was like, I used to just believe people. And it's like, man, the fuck? Now it's like, man, that nigga just lied to me, probably. I gotta really think about that. Like, this motherfucker just lied to my face, more than likely. Like, shit crazy out here. You know what I'm saying?
Just for her to post it, right? So if it was destructive, to her reputation and her legacy, like a few years ago, then why wouldn't it still be now? Now, Ricky Smiley was also another celebrity who went off on Oprah.
What y'all know about Ricky Smiley though, man? What? Ricky Smiley still, what he doing? He's still on the morning radio, nigga.
And actually,
hey man, y'all know nothing about no Ricky Smiley, man. Cut it out.
Spoke out against what she did and called
man,
it.
These young niggas won't know nothing about that, bro. Man, y'all young niggas won't know nothing. Man, my dad used to take me to school every morning, bro. Ricky Smiley was playing on Jesus Christ, nigga. We had Ricky Smiley in the morning, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Prank phone calls, nigga. The whole shabam, nigga. The whole show, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Wrong.
I don't care if she was high or not. Whitney Houston is dead and gone and passed away. And Whitney Houston meant a lot to us. Whitney Houston was a big sister to a lot of us. I never met her personally or whatever, but I felt like she was a big sister to me. And she is pretty much Black America's auntie. And everybody got a Whitney Houston in their family, somebody that they love, that's talented, that's outspoken or whatever. But it's something about Whitney Houston's death. It's something about Whitney Houston that we took her death personally. It's like somebody in our family died. And it's hard for me to even make the live video because I get real emotional when it comes to Whitney Houston because, you know, we don't care about none of that. And that was something that we didn't need to know. We didn't ask for that information. We didn't need to know that information. We don't care.
Yeah, I see that.
Whitney Houston is somebody that you just
I see that.
Don't talk about in the Black community if you in touch. You don't talk about the Obamas.
Well, Oprah is not. We know what Oprah is. You should already know what Oprah is. Like I said, you'll become her in her time. Just being any old body, bro. You don't get to that. Oh, you get a car. You get a car. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
You don't talk about
And who's majority even in her audience, bro? Like you can pull up any Oprah Winfrey fucking show. Who the fuck is in the crowd? It's probably white folks.
Whitney Houston. We sensitive about Michael Jackson, and you don't talk about the Kings. That's Black royalty that you just don't talk about. We don't play about Whitney Houston. I know I don't. Because I don't care what her downfall was. We all have downfall. We all have had things that we're struggling with. We all have people in our family that's struggling with addiction, and we have lost loved ones to addiction, whatever the case may be. But why would you bring stuff like that up? Why is it when it comes to you and Gail, right after Kobe Bryant died, Gail interviewed Lisa Leslie, if I'm not mistaken, was asking her about a sexual assault case that he was found innocent of. And the fact that y'all are so out of touch with the Black community and been rich so long that you don't even know not to talk about certain things a certain kind of way. Because if you was really sincere and genuine about people not filming that stuff, then you might as well have told them to film because you brought it up and aired it out anyway.
Right. That's what I said, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just should just be common sense to me, bro. I ain't even know what happened, nigga. I can already just see shit. You know what I'm saying?
What does it matter? The only thing I can think about Whitney Houston is how I feel when she sung the Star Spangled Banner during the Super Bowl. How she made me feel when she sung with the Georgia Mass Choir, I love the Lord who heard my cry.
This just might be my naiveness. When Oprah told that story, I don't think Oprah was telling that story from a malicious perspective, but it doesn't matter. She still did it. And I do think he's correct when he says, yo, Oprah and Gail, they're out of touch.
Nah, she did it with the point of trying to make herself look good, bro. That's what she did. She was trying to brag on herself, trying to tell a story to make herself look good, bro. That's literally what it was. Cause it was no need for that. That's like they were best friends, but it's like imagine like you say, it's like your homie talking to a girl and he got your shoes on. And if he didn't have your shoes on, that shorty probably wouldn't have talked to him. But you went up to him while he was in the midst of talking to shorty, right? It was like, yeah, how you like my shoes, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's like the same type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like get the fuck out of here.
Story. I don't think Oprah was telling that story from a malicious perspective, but it doesn't matter. She still did it. And I do think he's correct when he says, yo, Oprah and Gail, they're out of touch, and they don't understand they're out of touch, and they don't understand how they're being viewed. And because they don't understand how they're being viewed already, when they do these things, they're doing these things out of kind of like just full ignorance of not fully understanding how they're being viewed. Black people view Oprah and Gail as two people who are quick to jump on the backs of Black folks and attack and tear them down, but don't do the same for other people and other races that they rub shoulders or elbows with, right?
They're just like
And
everybody. Every
I think
other
you have
grifter.
to be very aware of that perception when you're doing things like this. That's just a fact, right? Oprah and Gayle is like it's like the Jay-Z effect, right? Jay-Z not fully understanding that he's being viewed as the absolute villain right now. Like, people in hip hop view Jay-Z as like the Fire Lord, right? Like, as somebody who's just pure evil. And Rock Nation is like a purely evil organization as well. And because they don't understand the perception, they're still doing these underhanded things, thinking they're getting away with it when they're not. Like Jay-Z doing the Target deal. You don't do the Target deal if you're Jay-Z if you were fully aware of how people viewed you. If you were fully aware that people view you as somebody that the corporation and the infrastructure will call when they need to wrangle up black people and get us to chill, right? You wouldn't do that Target deal if you fully understood that people viewed you as a sellout, or people view you as somebody who put corporate interest above of morals and principles. You wouldn't do that. Oprah and Gayle are doing things as if they still got the love of black folks, which, again, they do got the love of some black folks, but black folks are starting to wake up to them and they aren't fully understanding how they're being viewed. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do you feel like what Oprah did was wrong, or do you feel like it's being blown out of proportion?
Hey man, Oprah's selfish. She tried to make herself look good. I see her for what she is. She's a fake individual. She's not for the people. Definitely not black people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, man. We on the road to 1 million. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself. Cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the 9.